Hey guys, it's been about 2 weeks since the campus renovation plan has been approved, and I couldn't be happier. We want to thank everybody for their generosity and their support of the project. It's really exciting news for Evansville Country Club and our future. What I want to do along the process is we're going to do some videos to kind of keep you updated on what's been accomplished. We're going to try and do some video. We're going to do some photo photography and different things too to kind of keep you informed along the way. Believe it or not, 2 weeks after the approval, we've already been hard at it. Gary and I have already had a couple meetings with some local engineering firms. We're kind of waiting to get some cost estimates back from those groups before we decide which one we're going to go with. It's important that we have a local engineer to work closely with Bow Welling Design to kind of work with erosion issues, some watershed issues with pipe sizing. We want to make sure the soil that the new tennis courts are going to be sitting on, the new parking lot, are properly tested along the way to make sure those surfaces are nice and firm. So we've worked on that. What I'm working on today is trying to get some bags packaged up for our new greens, our new putting green material. This is the biggest part of a new golf green, is to make sure that the growing medium in which the new bent grass is growing in is properly tested. I'm going to be sending off some sand here from the local source. We also have some pea gravels that we're going to test, and we want to make sure that these sand and this gravel layer will sit firmly together, and that gravel will not allow the soil or the sand to migrate down in that. We call that process bridging, and I can't tell you that if it's going to work, so we've got to send this stuff off to a lab. The sand is really important. We're going to make sure to get it blended with some sort of carbon source. That's what this black stuff is. It's a lot like compost that you use in your garden. All this stuff will be blended to come up with some certain ratios that it's going to require to be a really, really good growing environment for the bent grass. We've got to focus on drainage. We want a sand that will allow water to move through very rapidly, but we don't want a sand that's going to stay too dry and cause problems for me and for you, and that we just can't physically keep the soil wet enough for plant health. So all of this stuff will take place. I drew a little picture here to just kind of show you what we're working on when we build these new greens. We're going to have a 16-inch cavity, and 4 inches of it's going to be gravel, and that's why it's important to have a really good pea gravel that'll work. And then placed on top of that will be the growing mix, or the greens mix, which is predominantly sand. So I'm right now working on getting all these samples together. We're going to get them shipped off at the end of this week, and next week we'll start talking with the lab and trying to figure out what's best for our project. With all that said, hopefully you got a little bit of information about this. We are excited. We're making a lot of progress, and we'll stay tuned. Thank you.